name's Rob Humphreys, Communications Lead for Cloud and Network Services at Nokia.
And I'm Richard Webb, Senior Industry Analyst with Research and Media at TM Forum.
Richard, autonomous networks are dominating the conversation these days for telcos. Are we seeing any real progress, or is it more vision than reality?
It's a fair question, Rob, and I think for some operators we are still seeing them at that stage where they're envisioning that long-term journey towards more autonomous network capabilities, but it's still not a reality for them. So that roadmap is there and they're beginning to take the steps along the path, really moving towards more automation. And I think that's very much a necessity for most operators. Automation as they scale, as they've got increasing complexity, is an absolute given, but really moving up towards more intelligent decision making in the networks, that capability is a little way off. But we have recently done some AN focused research, sponsored by Nokia, in which quite a lot of operators we surveyed showed quite ambitious kind of roadmaps to get to level 4 autonomous networks within the next 5 years or so.
Yeah, you talk about the roadmap, and L1 to L5, it's a long journey.
Absolutely.
How do you cross that chasm from L3 to L4, and why is that such an important milestone?
Well, L4 is really where AI starts to really take the driving seat in that journey from automation to autonomous decision making. And when we talk about intelligence in the network, that's really where AI really comes into its own. So this is where you're getting capabilities like closed loop automation and that kind of capability really driving intent-based services for operators. But getting there is not easy at all. And when you really kind of consider the things that have to be put in place as foundations, you can understand why some operators are finding it a very slow road to move down.
It's all about overcoming obstacles. There's a lot of promised advantages of autonomous networks, but what are some of the real world obstacles that we're seeing right now for telcos to get to that level you're talking about?
Well, autonomous networks is of course predicated on AI, as we've said, and that in turn is predicated on data. And I think data is one of those really absolutely fundamental foundations that has to be right, has to be in place, but is not at all a trivial challenge to undertake. So for operators, getting that data platform, that architecture right, having a good, clean flow of data and undoing some of the kind of traditional silos that exist within their operations, from network to services to customers, really getting that flow of data is so important, because then you can get that utilization really working for you and taking that data challenge to become an opportunity. But until that's in place with other things like cloud native capabilities, security, you're not really going to see operators get the full value from autonomous networks capability. So really putting those in place is critical to getting to level 4 and then yielding the benefits from that.
Thanks, Richard. On behalf of all of us at Nokia, we're grateful for our partnership with TM Forum.
And we appreciate that too, Rob. Thanks very much for having me.